Well, welcome everyone. Hello, hello. It looks like we are live and everything is good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and hopefully we will have some folks joining. This is not my usual day for Facebook Live. Let me start out by introducing myself. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me over on my blog at stampinann.com. And I normally come live on Fridays at 4 p.m. Central. And I haven't been with y'all in a few weeks. I had a big event and it really threw things off. So I really wanted to come back today because I have an appointment tomorrow afternoon, and I'm going to be cutting it really, really close, but it's the only time I could get that appointment this week. So I took the appointment because I really needed to get it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Facebook Live tomorrow. So just in case, that's why I wanted to come live today, so that at least I could say hi to you guys this week and do some live crafting with you. So I have a couple of things to share, a little bit of housekeeping. I'm actually going to do a real cute Halloween card today with the new Scary Cute bundle. It's super cute. I know some people are Halloween fans, some people aren't. If you're not, that's okay. There's still some fun stuff you can do with this stamp set too. But I don't know, that's what I was inspired to create with today, so that's kind of what I'm going with. So that's what we're going to get started with. And I do want to point out in the description of this video here on Facebook, and also if you're watching the replay over on YouTube, there are tons of links. There's links to my online store if you need any Stampin' Up! Supplies. There's also links to my YouTube channel. Let's see what else is up there. Instagram, Paper Pumpkin subscriptions, joining my team, all kinds of good stuff. So I would love to have you follow me on all the social platforms. So thank you so much for joining today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me clear some things out of the way. And what I wanted to share with you guys today, last time I went live, which was a few weeks ago, we actually made this cute little hippo card. So I'm super excited for this little guy. I love this little couple. They're so cute. And if you're joining, please say hi in the comments. I love to hear where you're watching from and all that good stuff. So last time I went live, I made this cute little hippo card. And what I do is, for everyone who took a moment to share the video, whether on Facebook or YouTube or anywhere else, I do a drawing for everyone for a chance to win the card that I made. So this little hippo card has been sitting here waiting to go to its new home. And so I am excited to share that Patricia Anson Toth. Patricia, you are the winner of a hippo card. Congratulations, Patricia. Patricia, I looked in a couple spots before I went live. I thought I had your address, but I don't, or at least I can't find it. So if you could drop me an email to annemariheil@gmail.com, I can pop your cute little hippo card in the mail to you today. So congratulations. And then I also do a second drawing for everybody who comments on the video. So whether you watch live, watch the replay, you have until the next time I go live to be entered into these drawings. So everybody who left a comment and said hello, I put your name into a drawing, and I figure it's never too soon to have Christmas cards. So I have another cute little Scotty dog card and the cute little Merry Christmas sentiment on the inside. And so this one, I actually did a drawing for everyone who commented, and Linda Callahan, you won the cute little Scotty dog that looks like somebody we know, huh? Linda doesn't have a Scotty dog. She has a little schnoodle, and she looks just like this. So she's my former foster's dog, which I love very much. So Linda, I have a cute little card going in the mail to you and Miss Pepper. And Patricia, the hippo card is going to be on its way to you. If you can just drop me your address to annemariheil@gmail.com, I will pop that in the mail to you. Okay. All right, so congratulations to our winners. I'm going to do the same thing this week for everybody who leaves a comment on the video. You'll be entered into a drawing, and for everybody who shares, you'll also be entered into the drawing for the card I make today. And so if you do both, you have more chances to win. All right. Last housekeeping thing I want to talk to you guys about real quick because I'm coming up on a deadline. My Textured Chic card class to go is coming up on a deadline this week to register. So I wanted to share this with you guys so that you can get a chance to get registered. This class I am so excited about. It features, let me tell you a little bit about it real quick. Oh, I put a marker in my catalog. Here it is. This class features the Texture Chic suite of product from the Stampin' Up annual catalog, and I have partnered with my wonderful demonstrator friends on the Makers Mojo creative team. We just got done with our online creative escape, which was so much fun, but we partnered together to put this class together for you. And this class is a class to go, and what you will get in this class is you'll get everything you need to create the cards with the Textured Chic. Now, what I will say is the class cost itself does not include the textured, the Season of Chic bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies. You do have an option if you'd like to add that on to your class fee. I can definitely do that for you. And if you do add on the bundle, I will take care of your tax and shipping on the bundle. So you won't have to worry about that. We'll just add it in with your class kit. But the class kit, let me tell you a little bit about what it's going to include. So the class kit will include all of the materials to make, I'm going to leave this here so I can show you the paper in a minute, but it will have all of the materials to make 5 beautiful cards with the Texture Chic bundle or Textured Chic suite. So we have designed these cards for you. We will give you all of the materials you need to create them. Like I said, you will need the stamps and the dies in order to complete this class. But you can see they're nice chunky cards. They're beautiful too, you guys. Just an absolutely stunning class. So you'll get 5 cards. All the materials for 5 cards. You'll get a printable PDF tutorial to put the cards together. You'll get a quarter pack of the Specialty Designer Series paper, which you'll use to put your cards together. You'll get a quarter pack of the Distressed Gold paper. You'll also get a full pack of the Champagne Rhinestones, and you'll also get a full roll of linen thread. And as I mentioned, all of your card stock and all of the materials to create the cards, and we'll even send you envelopes as well for your cards. So the link to my class is in the description of this video. It'll tell you more if you want more specifics, and it will also, there's also a link up there to register. So the cost of the class for the class kit, which is all the consumables and shipping is included, is $47 US. I do have a PDF only tutorial, and that is going to be $15, and I will email you the PDF. So if you don't want all the consumables to make the cards, then you do have a PDF only option that you can purchase as well. And I'm going to be sending out PDFs tomorrow, and I'm closing registration for those class kits this week. So I would love to have you take advantage of that. It's a beautiful class. The cards are stunning, and I absolutely love this suite. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started today. This is a cute little card I'm going to make with the, I can't remember the name. I have a really hard time remembering names until I use them a few times. The Scary Cute bundle. This is a cute Halloween bundle. I think these little guys are so cute. I've actually even seen the cute little fairy silhouette used for non-Halloween cards too. So you can be super creative with this as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this card. Now I've pre-cut everything, so we can go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with a Parakeet Party card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Now I have my card opening top to bottom. If you'd like your card to open like a book, you just need to adjust your measurements on your card base. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with that. So we have Parakeet Party. Then we have a piece of basic black that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then, I can't remember this paper, I had to pull it. We're using the Black and White Designer Series paper. I guess that couldn't be an easier name for this paper, right? This paper is super cute because there's one pattern on one side that's black and then the same pattern on the other side in white. So it gives you lots of versatility, not just for Halloween. I love this one. So I'm using the little starry pattern, and you've got your white stars on one side and then the darker stars on this side. So this piece is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then what we're also going to use with this card is one of my new favorite things, the new glitter washi. It comes in 4 colors, and I love anything that's sparkly and glittery, so that is super fun. Okay, so we're gonna start putting this card together. Like I said, I have everything. We're going to kind of go in stages here so we can keep the desk kind of clean. So I'm going to start by adding some washi. What I love about the washi is it adds a really nice background to your cards without a lot of extra work. And it has adhesive on it too, so it really couldn't be easier than that. So I'm going to start out by just putting some lines of washi on the back. And I'm just going to run them at a little bit of a diagonal. Okay, and washi's great because it tears, so you don't even need scissors to do this part. We're gonna do orange, then purple, we're just gonna line these up side by side. And if they're not perfectly straight, don't worry about it. The recipient probably won't even be able to tell. And then we're gonna do black. I can't find the start of it. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. Finding the start of the tape is half the battle. Okay. And then we'll finish it up with a little bit of green, or parakeet party, I guess. I don't know what color green this is. Since we're using parakeet party, we'll call it parakeet party. Now, I did go, whoops, don't rip the desk paper. I did go a little bit long with these, and that's totally fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of trim off anything that's super excessive here and here. So I just want maybe about 1/4 to 1/2 inch hanging off the side of the card. Throw all that around so it doesn't get stuck to everything. Okay, and then we're just going to fold them over the edges. And I like this because, like I said, this is super easy. All the adhesive is on there and it's good to go. Okay, so there you go. Cute little background, fun little detail, not a lot of work. Love that. Okay, let's go ahead and adhere these layers together because we're pretty much done here. So if you're watching live or watching the replay, do you make Halloween cards? I know some people do, some people don't, like I said. I personally love Halloween. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't like super scary Halloween. And I tend not to like super cute Halloween, so it was kind of weird that I ended up liking this set. But these little silhouette images are so cute that I couldn't resist. So I'm kind of middle of the road with my Halloween. I don't like it really scary, and I don't like it too cutesy, but this is a fun little set with the silhouette images. Okay. Let me make sure, yeah, my card's opening the right way. Let's go ahead and put these layers together, and then we'll build our little scene. I particularly like the dies in this bundle because I think they come together really nicely, and this card is really light on stamping, so it's easy to put together. So super cute. Okay, and we'll do the inside of our card too, because we never want to leave a naked inside. So we need a couple little pieces here. We are going to need, let's pull our dies real quick. So I can pull, these are the Scary Silhouettes dies. Okay, I haven't even put these on a magnet sheet yet, guys. So we're gonna need the little haunted house. And look, there's a little kitty, there's lots of little bats, there's this cute little frame with the forest image, a banner, and we're gonna need these little baby bats and a moon. We're using almost all of these, it seems. Okay, so we've got a moon, 2 bats, and pull all the ones we need. Hopefully I won't lose any. Okay, So we want to start out, let me move this out of the way. I'm trying to do this as efficiently as possible. So we're going to start out by putting the background frame. We're going to do that in Highland Heather. And I brought my baby cut and emboss machine up here so we could get some cutting going. Okay, so we're just going to cut this background frame in Highland Heather. Oh, I have a scrap here that looks like it's just big enough, barely big enough. And okay. Oh, that was like, that couldn't get much closer, huh? It's okay if it's a little too small because it'll help to actually put it together. Okay, so we have that one. Next up, we're going to need our little house. And for the little house, I'm going to put some adhesive backing on some of these pieces, but this piece I'm not going to. So this little house, I'm just going to cut out on its own. And I know that shakes a little bit. It's okay, it's just a little bit. This is so cute. I love this little silhouette. And it's not a house isn't a he. It's cute. It's not too spooky, I don't think. It's just kind of cute and fun. But I just love that little silhouette image to create a scene. Okay, next up we're gonna do a moon. Now I'm gonna put some of the adhesive sheet on the back of some of these smaller images. It's going to make them a little bit easier. So this essentially will turn your die cuts into stickers, which I love. So you start out by peeling the top layer off like I did, put it on the back of your cardstock, and then run your die cut through your machine, and it'll put an adhesive backing on it. And that, for some of these little tiny pieces or really intricate pieces that you're trying to put together, is super convenient because then you don't have to deal with getting liquid glue on everything. I just really like it for that purpose. Okay, so we have our little moon. And, oh, we need our frame and our bats. Okay, so I cut a little piece of adhesive paper that will fit the frame, and I'm going to actually, this negative space that's going to be cut out right here, I'm going to cut the bats from it because I don't want to waste that adhesive backing. So let me go ahead and put my adhesive sheet down. I guess Thursday afternoon is not a great time to go Facebook Live because it seemed like everybody's not here today. I don't know, but I also never go live at 4 p.m. on Thursday. So that might be why too. But if you're watching live, I would love to have you say hello and tell me where you're watching from. And if you're catching the replay, leave me a comment too. Okay, so I'm just going to cut around this. I pre-measured this sticky sheet so that I could not put sticky sheet on more than what I needed. Okay, so we've got our adhesive on the back. I'm going to put the little frame down, and then I'm going to cut 2 bats in this little negative space that otherwise we would just toss in the trash. And I'll probably end up just kind of saving that little piece because it has the adhesive on it for another card, because if it already has the sticky on the back, don't waste it. I don't like to waste adhesive. Whoops. Come on, little guy. Try to put some of these frames through at an angle, and sometimes it's hard with the little machine. Okay, so there we go. So like I said, all that is just going to kind of pop out of there. So great idea to use those bats, because instead we were just going to toss all of that out. So we need 2 little bats. Use some tweezers to poke it out here. Oh my gosh, you guys, my hands are so dry. I even put lotion on before I started. Okay, and you guys, pardon my reach. I'm going to reach in front of the camera a little bit here. I have a little magnetic sheet right behind my work area so that I can put my dies on it so I don't lose them. I am kind of notorious for losing my dies. So I put that there so when I'm working and I'm in a fast and doing these Facebook Lives. Oh, I did this wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong, but it's okay. I don't think I have enough. I don't. Okay, I did this wrong, guys. I got a little overzealous. So I'm gonna need another piece of black cardstock. Hold on. I have it. Ooh. Whoops. I thought I had an extra scrap. I don't. But hold on, I'm grabbing a piece of black cardstock. And we'll just cut an extra one. I forgot something that I want to share with you. So this little guy here, to create this frame, you actually have to place this die cut. You have to nest this die cut in this die cut to create the frame. So, whoopsie, I forgot that. So I think we'll probably just, I guess, not put adhesive sheet on this because I didn't cut enough adhesive sheet and I would have to go searching for that. So I will just cut enough black cardstock to do this. Okay, so as I mentioned, if you just die cut what I just did, you have this piece here, which is fine. This would still work, but it doesn't give us that cute detailed frame image. So nevertheless, what you want to do with this is put your open frame down and then nestle or nest your detailed frame inside. And I think I can get this pretty even. If you're really worried about it being even, you could also put some washi tape down to hold it in place. But okay, there we go. We are good to go. I'm gonna run it. I think it should be okay. I was gonna run it back through to make sure it cut, but I think we should be okay. Okay. Now obviously this would have worked a little bit better if I had the adhesive on the back, but live and learn from your mistakes. I have it on the tiny pieces. That's the important part. Okay, let me just make sure we are good to go. I'm mostly even. One little tip I found, hold on, let me put my frames where they need to go. See, I already lost a die cut, guys. Where did I put it? Oh, it's in my hand. It's wrapped around my finger. Here, let me put that where it goes. And let's clean up our debris real fast. Okay, so one little tip I found when I put this card together is if you do find that when you put these nested frames together, if they shift or maybe it's just a little off or not quite even, what you can do is just go in with your paper snips and you can just take like the teeniest sliver off the sides. This way, if you're not perfectly even, you won't have that overhang. That was just a little tip I found because I think the first time I made the card, they shifted just the tiniest bit. So, okay. So now we're going to use some liquid glue on the back. There's a big enough border on this that we can put a little bit in there, not too much. And then I'll just adhere the little frames together. I love that. I love that with the little spooky trees. I think it's kind of fun. Okay, next up, we need to do a little stamping. Sorry, you're hearing my dog jingle in the background. They always have to make noise every time I get on Facebook Live. So we're gonna stamp. I don't know how this is gonna stamp. Let's find out. Oh, good, I did okay. I didn't know if I got too much ink on there or not. So I'm gonna stamp first. Since this is a cling stamp, I always like to stamp first and then die cut. If it were photopolymer, it would be a little easier to see through, but cling stamps, I'd always like to stamp first and then die cut. This way I can make sure that it's even. Okay, so we have a little Halloween happiness. I don't know, it might be too early to be making a Halloween card, but I don't care, guys. I like this little set and I wanted to play with it today. So sometimes you just have to go with what inspires you, right? I think it's super cute. Okay, are we done die cutting? Yes, I believe I am done die cutting. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, so one little thing I did with the back of the little house here is I wanted to have the little windows have the orange coming through them, just to kind of give it a little bit more interest. So I just took a little scrap of pumpkin pie and, whoops, that might not be. Okay. And you know, there's really no rhyme or reason to this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going on the back side. So just kind of fiddle around with your scrap to get it so it's not going to be seen through to the front. That's really the only important part. Doesn't matter what it looks like on the back because nobody's going to see it. So, and I'm just going to pop a little adhesive on the back to hold it in place. And, oop, that's a little too high. And if you get it, if you don't get it perfect, that's okay. Just go in with your paper snips. I mean, I suppose you could cut the house out a second time if you wanted to, and you could save all those little tiny windows and piece them in, but that's too much fine detail for me personally. I think that would take a little bit to do. And this way, like I said, you would never know that looks like that back there because you're not going to see it. So let's build our little scene. I'm almost out of dimensionals, so we're just going to use what we have left here. Okay. Okay. So we'll just build this little scene up, and I'm just going to pop this on the bottom of the frame. Just kind of ground it on the bottom. And then I'm going to add in, and this is where those adhesive sheets really come in handy, because I'm just going to take the adhesive backing off and make this a little sticker. And I think I'm going to use my tweezers. I'm going to kind of tuck this under the silhouette of the leaves. And then I will these are itty bitty pieces, so the adhesive sheet definitely comes in handy for this. See how just making them a sticker makes life so much easier. Just pop those on there. And then I also love to add a little bit of Wink of Stella, or Stink of Wella. If you visited me before, that's its little nickname. And this is kind of tough to see on a video, but it adds the slightest little bit of sparkle. And I'm just putting a little on the moon. I guess I could have put that on there before I adhered them to the cards too, but either way. And then I'm just going to pop a little inside the windows, just so it kind of has that little spooky glow. Okay, the rest is easy peasy. We'll just go ahead and, oops, you can see how it's a little bit crooked, but it doesn't show through to the front, so it doesn't matter what's on the back side, guys. It's all about how the card comes together, and no one will see your little oopsies on the back. So I'm just using some pieces of Stampin' Dimensionals. They work just as well as the actual dimensionals. Don't waste anything. So there we go. Pop, whoop, how about right side up? Putting that on upside down. Okay, so we'll just kind of pop that little guy on, and then we'll pop the little banner on, and then we'll add some embellishments, do the inside of our card, and we'll be all done. So super cute. Like I said, I love how these dies create the cutest little scene, and I'm just kind of lining that up a little bit on the bottom corner here of the fence line, and you can add a little drop of liquid glue on the back if you want to make sure it holds in place. Oops, that's too much liquid glue. We'll wipe off the excess. Okay, and then for the embellishments for this card, I actually chose the glossy dots, which come in these really pretty bright colors. And I guess we're going to do a medium and 2 small. So just thought this needed a little bit of sparkle, but I didn't want to distract from the scene too much. So, oh yeah, we'll do that. One more. So just a couple. I love these too because they're kind of flat, so they mail really nicely, which is another good thing. Okay, let's do the inside of our card. If you've ever visited me before, you know I have a saying, there's no naked insides of your cards. I always think you should decorate the inside because it keeps the party going from the front of the card. So for this one, I'm actually going to use my Stamparatus, which is Stampin' Up stamp positioning tool. And I like this because I can position everything where it needs to be. And if I needed to mass produce, I could make a whole bunch of these at once. Hi, Robin. It's nice to see you today. Thank you for breaking the silence. It's been it's been a little quiet on this Facebook Live today, but I also think I just chose a weird day and a weird time to do it. So I am glad you like the card. Okay, so I am going to put my card where I want it. Just be careful not to get your magnets too close together. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And again, super easy because I've already kind of pre-positioned everything. I am going to put a little strip of DSP in there too. So, okay, there you go. And another thing I really like about the Stamparatus is if you want to add like a little more, you guys, that's the lid. If you want to add a little more ink to your sentiment to make it a little darker, a little more bold, you can go over it again and make it just a little bit darker and it stays in the same place. So I love that. And then I'm going to just move my magnet and it says, "Trick or treat, you're so sweet." And then I'm going to stamp up. Let me put an ink pad. I find when I use my Stamparatus, if I put an ink pad under the lid, it helps me get a little bit more even ink placement. Robin didn't get notified, so you were late. Oh, sorry about that. You never know sometimes what you're going to get with Facebook notifications too. So thank you for joining. I'm happy you're here today. And thank you for chatting with me. Makes me feel like I'm not alone. Okay, so I have a good layer of ink on these little trick-or-treaters, I think. But I want them a little bit darker. So I'm going to go over them one more time with the ink. My ink pad's pretty juicy, but this is a nice solid image. So, and see how going over it a second time just gives it that nice ink coverage. The only thing I do want to make sure to let you know, if you do this and you add multiple layers of ink, bear in mind it's going to take just a little bit longer to dry. So if you're going to die cut anything or whatnot, it can get on your plates and all of that good stuff. So just be aware that this will probably take a little bit longer to dry. So I don't want to run my hand over it. Excuse me, or anything crazy. I don't know why, I just got a big frog in my throat. Okay. Okay. All right, let's put that away. Now, I'm just going to put a little 3/4 inch by 5 1/4 inch strip of the coordinating DSP from the front. I'm going to be careful not to touch that image. It doesn't take too long to dry with the Memento ink, but I've learned from experience sometimes if you go over an image 2 or 3 times, it takes just a wee bit longer to dry. Okay, so our cute little trick-or-treaters. They're so fun. I love this little guy with the dinosaur costume cracks me up. I don't know why. So all right, so we will put some liquid glue on the back here, just a little, and adhere it to the inside of the card. So cute, right? I love this. So there we go. We've got some Halloween happiness. That is the card that I made today with the Scary Cute bundle from the Stampin' Up mini catalog. So I hope you enjoy this today, and if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment to say hello. And also, if you missed some of the video, I know Robin, you weren't here from the beginning, but definitely check it out because I have registration closing for my textured sheet card class. Please check that out. There's a link in the description of the video, but if you want some beautiful cards with the texture sheet bundle, I have a class that I am doing that is getting ready to close, so check that out. I'd love to have you join me for that. I'm getting those kits ready this weekend. So all right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your Thursday. And I don't know that I'm going to do a Facebook Live tomorrow at my normal time. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I have an appointment tomorrow that I just couldn't get any other day this week, and it's going to cut it real close. So if the appointment goes over, I might not be able to do Facebook Live tomorrow. So that's kind of why I wanted to come to you live today. But anyway, if I can make it for Facebook Live tomorrow, I definitely will. But until next time, I hope y'all have a great day out there and have fun stamping. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.